Good morning. Welcome to the Comic Book Shop of Doom. I'm your host. We got breaking news here. This video is not for children, by the way. If you're under 13, get your parents' permission to watch this. I'm checking my emails, and The Rock and Redbird Capital just bought out of bankruptcy court the XFL Football League for $15 million. So they split it evenly. So $7.5 million Rock puts up, $7.5 million Redbird Capital puts up, and they get the team and all the debt gets wiped out. They owed between 10 and $50 million. Now they get the trademarks and all that, and the name and stuff like that. It doesn't say anything about the contract. They had a TV contract with Fox. So I don't know too if that includes, I think it would include the old XFL teams from 2000 and 2001. So that's, yeah, I don't know, but I think that this thing could be huge if they plan it right, and they expand it to real cities instead of some of those low feeling markets. For $7.5 million, that's nothing for The Rock. That's like him and I, or you and I, going out and getting a steak dinner. So if this guy's he made $140 million last year. So that, yeah, that's nothing. And it's probably a tax write-off too, if he just sits on it and never does anything with that property. So, but yeah, so Rock, Redbird Capital buy it out of bankruptcy court. It was Vince McMahon. It was Alpha Entertainment was his parent company, that he was the sole shareholder of it. So it filed for bankruptcy with COVID-19, with the pandemic, and because they couldn't play games, and I think he just threw in the towel. He didn't want to put any more money into it, because he was supposed to put between $300 and $500 million into it, and at a certain point Vince pulled the plug. So good for him. I mean, I would have bought it if I had that kind of money, and you could always do something with it later on. And with The Rock's name, that thing would be huge overseas too. So you could get Americanized football popular overseas. It's hot in England, so you can make some money doing it there. So they got NFL games over there, and they're really big. But yeah, breaking news: $15 million. And like I said, they could sit on it. They could eventually make that money back alone in a pay-per-view or T-shirt sales. So I mean, it's like buying it for nothing. So, good for him. Good for Redbird Capital. And I guess there's some company now, they're going to start acquiring sports teams and stuff like that, and investing in these franchises. So even if the pandemic drags on for the next year or two, they could just sit on it and wait. So everybody have a good night.